Have you ever walked into a room and completely forgotten why you were there? Or struggled to recall the name of someone you've known for years? If so, you're not alone. Memory lapses, fatigue, unexpected weight gain, and even changes in sleep patterns can feel like frustrating signs that life isn't quite the same as it used to be. And the worst part, no one really warns you about how these shifts can affect your confidence, your independence, and even your relationships. But here's the good news. These changes aren't just something you have to accept as an inevitable part of aging. There are powerful, science-backed strategies that can help you regain control, keeping your mind sharp, your body strong, and your energy levels high, no matter your age. In this video, we're diving deep into the real struggles that many older adults face every single day. Heavy checkmark the frustration of forgetting names or details that once came so easily. Heavy checkmark the exhaustion that sneaks up out of nowhere, making even simple tasks feel overwhelming. Heavy checkmark the silent battle of unexpected weight gain, despite eating and moving the same way you always have. Heavy checkmark the countless doctor's visits. Are they truly helping, or just adding more stress? Heavy checkmark the heartache of feeling socially disconnected as friendships change and loved ones drift away. Heavy checkmark the surprising impact of declining mobility and how it can quietly steal your independence. Heavy checkmark the emotional shifts, mood swings, irritability, and the struggle to keep calm in daily life. Heavy checkmark and perhaps one of the biggest challenges, coping with the fear of losing control over your own life. This video isn't about dwelling on the negatives. It's about understanding what's happening and taking back your power with practical, life-changing solutions. By the end, you'll have the tools, knowledge, and mindset shifts you need to not just cope with these changes, but to thrive through them. Because aging isn't about losing, it's about learning how to adapt, grow, and continue living life on your terms. So, if you've ever felt frustrated, stuck, or even a little lost navigating these new challenges, stay with me until the end. I promise you, this could change the way you see aging forever. Let's get started. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, I encourage you to click the subscribe button and ring the notification bell to stay updated on all our latest content. I'm eager to hear your thoughts on today's topic. If you enjoy the content, please comment 1 below. If it doesn't resonate with you, leave a 0. Your feedback is crucial as it helps me create better videos that align with your interests. Now, let's get started. 1. Forgetting names and important details. A frustrating but normal part of aging. Eleanor stood frozen in the middle of the grocery store aisle, her heart pounding as a friendly neighbor waved and approached her with a warm smile. The woman's face was unmistakable, someone she had exchanged countless conversations with over the years. But in that moment, a terrible feeling washed over Eleanor. She couldn't remember her name. A cold flush of embarrassment crept up her spine. She searched her mind frantically, grasping at the edges of forgotten memories, but nothing surfaced. The woman continued talking, her voice friendly and familiar, while Eleanor nodded along, forcing a polite smile, hoping, praying, that something, anything, would trigger the missing name in her mind. But it never came. This moment stung. It wasn't just about forgetting a name. It was about losing a piece of her confidence, her sharpness, her sense of control. She had always been so good at remembering details, birthdays, favorite foods, the little things that made people feel seen. But now, her memory felt like a slippery thread, slipping through her fingers just when she needed it the most. If you've ever experienced something similar, know this, you are not alone. This frustrating, sometimes disheartening experience happens to so many older adults, yet it can feel deeply personal, like a cruel trick played by time. But forgetting names or small details does not mean you're losing yourself. It doesn't mean your mind is failing you. It's a natural part of aging, one that so many people experience, yet rarely talk about. What can you do about it? The good news is, there are simple, effective ways to manage this. Memory lapses don't have to define your interactions or shake your confidence. One powerful strategy is to write things down. It may seem simple, but keeping a small notebook, or even using the Notes app on your phone, can be a game changer. Jotting down someone's name along with a small detail about them, like Linda, loves gardening, has 2 grandkids, can give your memory a boost before your next encounter. Another helpful habit: set gentle reminders. If you know you're going to an event or gathering where you'll see familiar faces, take a quick glance at your notes beforehand. That little preparation can erase the anxiety of forgetting and allow you to enjoy your conversations without the stress of searching for names mid-sentence. And most importantly, be kind to yourself. If you forget, don't let shame take over. Most people are far more understanding than we fear, and sometimes, simply saying, "I'm so sorry, your name just slipped my mind for a moment," can be all it takes to move past an awkward moment with grace. In fact, re-asking someone's name can actually strengthen your connection. It shows that you care enough to want to remember. So if you've ever felt that pang of embarrassment, that creeping fear that your memory isn't as sharp as it once was, remind yourself, you are still you. Your wisdom, your experiences, your value, none of that fades just because a name momentarily does. Have you ever struggled with this? How do you handle moments of forgetfulness? Share your experiences in the comments below. We'd love to hear your thoughts. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment number 1 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. 2. The weight of sudden fatigue. How to regain your energy and vitality. Lately, Eleanor has been experiencing something she never expected, an overwhelming, unshakable sense of exhaustion creeping into her days. Tasks that once felt effortless, like preparing a simple meal or walking from one room to another, now seemed like monumental challenges, draining her of every ounce of strength. A once vibrant and independent woman, she found herself pausing to catch her breath more often, feeling an unsettling frustration bubble inside her. If you've ever felt this way, you're not alone. Sudden fatigue can feel like an invisible thief, quietly stealing away the energy that once fueled your daily life. It's a common part of aging, but that doesn't make it any less frustrating or disheartening. The realization that your body no longer moves with the same ease can be emotionally taxing, leaving you feeling powerless, even lost. But there's good news. There are ways to fight back, to reclaim your vitality, and to embrace your days with renewed energy. Pace yourself. Honor your energy. One of the biggest mistakes people make is trying to push through fatigue, ignoring their body's signals, only to find themselves completely drained by midday. Instead of rushing through tasks, spread them out. Give yourself the grace to pause, to rest, and to breathe. Small, intentional breaks throughout the day can be transformative. Even 5 minutes of sitting with your eyes closed, focusing on slow, deep breaths, can do wonders for your stamina. Imagine energy as a candle. You wouldn't burn it all at once. You'd let it glow steadily, preserving its warmth. Hydration, your secret weapon against fatigue. Many people don't realize just how much dehydration contributes to exhaustion. Even mild dehydration can leave you feeling sluggish, foggy, and weak. As you age, your body doesn't always signal thirst as clearly as it used to, so it's important to be proactive. Carry a glass or bottle of water with you throughout the day and sip frequently. Herbal teas, broths, and water-rich foods like cucumbers, oranges, and watermelon can also help keep your hydration levels up, supporting your energy and mental clarity. Fuel your body with nourishing foods. Energy crashes often come from what we eat. A heavy meal, loaded with refined carbs or processed foods, can leave you feeling sluggish and weighed down. Instead, focus on nutrient-dense foods that provide steady, lasting energy. Whole grains, lean proteins, leafy greens, nuts, and antioxidant-rich fruits can all help stabilize your blood sugar and keep you feeling strong. Imagine your body as a car. You wouldn't fuel it with poor-quality gasoline and expect it to run smoothly. The same goes for your body. What you put in directly affects what you get out. Listen to your body and honor its needs. Your body speaks to you every day. When it's tired, it's not failing you, it's asking for care. If you feel the urge to nap, allow yourself to rest without guilt. If sitting down for a few minutes makes you feel better, don't push through discomfort just to meet unrealistic expectations. Rest is not a weakness, it's a necessary part of maintaining strength. Learning to respect your body's rhythm, rather than fighting against it, is one of the greatest acts of self-compassion you can practice. Aging doesn't mean surrendering to exhaustion. It means adjusting, listening, and finding new ways to thrive. Your body is still capable of so much, and by treating it with kindness, you can continue to enjoy the activities you love with a renewed sense of energy. Have you found ways to manage fatigue in your daily life? What small changes have made the biggest difference for you? Share your insights in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you and support one another on this journey. 3. Unexpected weight gain, a silent struggle that many face. Eleanor has always prided herself on being an active woman. She cherishes her morning walks, relishes the feeling of soil between her fingers while tending to her beloved garden, and even enjoys the occasional trip to the gym, where she pushes herself just enough to feel strong and capable. Movement has always been a source of joy, a way to stay connected to life. But lately, something feels off. Despite keeping up with her routines, despite eating as she always has, she notices the numbers on the scale creeping upward. At first, she dismisses it. Maybe she's retaining a little water, maybe it's just a fluctuation. But as weeks turn into months, she can no longer ignore it. Her favorite jeans fit a little snugger. Her reflection in the mirror looks unfamiliar. Frustration sets in. What am I doing wrong? The truth is, she's not alone in this silent battle. Countless older adults experience unexpected weight gain, even when their habits remain largely unchanged. It can feel disheartening, even unfair, to suddenly face a body that no longer responds the way it once did. The culprit: a natural slowing of metabolism that comes with age. Our bodies, once so resilient and quick to burn energy, gradually shift. Muscle mass diminishes, hormones fluctuate, and even the way we store fat begins to change, often accumulating around the midsection. It's an adjustment that no one warns us about, leaving many feeling helpless, frustrated, and even self-conscious. But here's the important thing to remember. You are not powerless. Your body may be changing, but that doesn't mean you can't adapt alongside it. The key isn't just to work harder, it's to work smarter. Start with your diet. Even if you're staying active, your body may now require fewer calories than it did a decade ago. That means portion control and food choices matter more than ever. Instead of highly processed foods that offer little nutrition, fill your plate with vibrant, nutrient-dense options. Fresh fruits, colorful vegetables, lean proteins, and fiber-rich whole grains. These foods don't just nourish your body, they help keep you full and energized. Cutting back on added sugars and processed carbohydrates can also help keep blood sugar stable and prevent unnecessary weight gain. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment number 2 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. And then, there's movement. Exercise remains a non-negotiable, but that doesn't mean you have to exhaust yourself with intense, high-impact workouts. The focus should be on consistency and sustainability. A brisk 20 to 30-minute walk each day can do wonders for maintaining a healthy weight, improving cardiovascular health, and keeping your metabolism engaged. Strength training, whether with resistance bands, light weights, or bodyweight exercises, becomes even more essential as we age. Building and maintaining muscle helps keep your metabolism active, allowing your body to burn more calories even when you're at rest. Most importantly, be kind to yourself. This isn't about drastic diets or punishing workout routines. It's about learning what your body needs in this stage of life. Aging isn't a decline, it's an evolution. And with the right knowledge and habits, you can feel strong, vibrant, and in control of your health. If you've struggled with unexpected weight gain, you're not alone. What changes have helped you feel your best? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your story might be the encouragement someone else desperately needs. Let's support each other on this journey. 4. Frequent doctor visits. a blessing or a burden? Eleanor has always taken great pride in her health. She has spent years nourishing her body with wholesome foods, staying active, and doing everything in her power to maintain her well-being. But lately, an unsettling reality has crept in. Her calendar is filling up with doctor's appointments. It feels like every time she turns around, there's another checkup, another test, another discussion about her body's ever-changing needs. Some days, it seems like her life revolves around waiting rooms and medical charts. There are moments when she sits in those sterile, cold offices, staring at the walls, wondering, how did I get here? When did my life become a cycle of blood tests, screenings, and follow-ups? She's not alone. As we grow older, these visits become more frequent, a stark reminder that time spares no one. It can feel overwhelming, exhausting even, to keep track of everything: appointments, prescriptions, new health concerns, and medical jargon that seems to get more complicated with every passing year. But here's the hidden truth. These frequent visits are not a sign of weakness. They are a testament to strength and wisdom. They mean that Eleanor is being proactive, that she is taking charge of her health instead of waiting for problems to spiral out of control. Each visit, though tiring, is a shield against the unknown. Early detection is a gift, one that allows for intervention before a small concern turns into something life-altering. Routine screenings for blood pressure, cholesterol, heart health, and diabetes are not just checkmarks on a list. They are lifelines. They provide crucial insights into what's happening beneath the surface, giving people like Eleanor the power to make informed choices about their future. Ignoring health concerns doesn't make them disappear. It only allows them to grow in the shadows. To stay ahead of the whirlwind of appointments, Eleanor has started keeping a health calendar, marking down every visit, every test, and every important date. She sets reminders on her phone so she's never caught off guard. A medical journal has also become her trusted companion. She jots down symptoms, medication side effects, and questions for her doctor so she doesn't forget to ask about them when she's in the office. Taking these small steps helps her regain a sense of control in a world that sometimes feels dictated by doctors' schedules and test results. Yes, it's exhausting at times. There are days when she wishes she could just ignore it all, live as if she were still in her 40s, free from the endless cycle of medical visits. But then she reminds herself, these appointments are keeping her strong. They are allowing her to live independently, to enjoy her days, to be present for the people she loves. So if you ever feel frustrated by the constant checkups and medical visits, remember this: you are not alone, and you are not powerless. Taking care of yourself is an act of love, one that ensures you can continue living life on your terms. How do you manage your medical appointments? Have you found a system that helps you stay organized? Share your thoughts in the comments so we can support and uplift one another on this journey to aging with strength and grace. 5. Difficulty concentrating while reading, when a beloved pastime becomes a struggle. Eleanor had always cherished the feeling of curling up with a good book, immersing herself in stories that transported her to different worlds. For decades, reading had been her escape, her sanctuary, a way to unwind after a long day. But lately, something had changed. She would sit down with a novel she had been eager to start, only to find herself rereading the same sentence over and over, her mind wandering aimlessly. The words blurred together, her focus slipping like sand through her fingers. A simple pleasure that once felt effortless now felt like a frustrating chore. Instead of getting lost in the story, she found herself losing patience. Does this sound familiar? If so, you are not alone. Many older adults experience difficulty concentrating, especially during activities that once came easily. It can be unsettling, even discouraging, to realize that your attention span isn't what it used to be. The simple act of reading, something that once brought joy, now requires extra effort, as if your brain is working against you rather than with you. But here's the important thing to remember. This is not a sign of losing intelligence. It is a natural part of aging, a shift in cognitive function that happens to many of us. Our brains, like the rest of our bodies, require care and exercise to stay strong. The good news is that there are effective strategies to regain focus and sharpen your mental clarity. How to reignite your focus and keep your mind sharp. Keycap 1. Break it down into smaller sessions. If reading for long stretches feels overwhelming, try shorter, more manageable reading sessions. Set a timer for 10 or 15 minutes, take a break, and then return to your book later. This method helps your brain adapt and regain focus without frustration. Keycap 2. Engage in mentally stimulating activities. Your brain thrives on challenges. Puzzles, Sudoku, word games, and crosswords require critical thinking and problem-solving skills, which can enhance concentration. Switching between different types of mental exercises keeps your brain engaged and adaptable. Keycap 3. Try audiobooks. If your mind drifts while reading, listening to audiobooks may be a great alternative. Hearing a story narrated can be more immersive and help you stay engaged without the struggle of keeping your eyes on the page. Many people find they can focus better on a story while walking, cooking, or doing light chores. Keycap 4. Learn something new. Your brain thrives on novelty. Picking up a new hobby, learning an instrument, trying a new craft, or even studying a new language stimulates different parts of the brain, improving both memory and focus. The more you challenge your mind, the sharper it remains. Keycap 5. Prioritize rest and nutrition. Poor sleep, dehydration, and a lack of proper nutrition can take a serious toll on your ability to concentrate. Make sure you're getting enough sleep, staying hydrated, and eating foods rich in brain-boosting nutrients like omega-3s, antioxidants, and healthy fats. A well-nourished body supports a well-functioning brain. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment number 3 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Keycap 6. Move your body to improve your mind. Regular exercise isn't just for physical health, it's a powerful tool for cognitive function. A simple daily walk, yoga, or even light stretching increases blood flow to the brain, which can enhance focus and memory. If you've been feeling sluggish, movement might be the missing piece of the puzzle. Keycap 7. Practice mindfulness and meditation. Sometimes, difficulty concentrating isn't about memory, it's about mental overload. Daily mindfulness exercises, even just 5 minutes of deep breathing or meditation, can reduce stress and improve cognitive clarity. A calmer mind is a more focused mind. You are not alone. If you've been struggling with concentration, be gentle with yourself. It's easy to feel frustrated when something once effortless now requires extra effort. But remember, your brain is still powerful, adaptable, and capable of growth at any age. Have you found ways to improve your focus and keep your mind sharp? We'd love to hear your tips. Share in the comments and let's support each other in staying mentally active. 6. The heartache of losing friends and loved ones, and how to rebuild connection. Eleanor sits by her window, gazing at the empty sidewalk where she once strolled arm in arm with dear friends, their laughter echoing in the crisp afternoon air. Those warm, familiar voices, voices that once filled her days with stories, companionship, and understanding, have grown silent. Some friends have moved to be closer to their families, others have slowly drifted away, and some, painfully, are no longer here. The weight of their absence presses on her heart, making the world feel a little quieter, a little lonelier. For so many older adults, this is a painful reality. The social circles that once provided comfort and joy begin to shrink, not by choice but by time's inevitable march forward. The people who once filled our lives, neighbors, old colleagues, childhood best friends, slowly fade from our daily existence. And what remains? A quiet house, a longing for the past, and the aching question, how do I move forward without them? Loneliness is not just an emotion, it's an invisible weight that lingers, making days feel longer and nights feel colder. But here's an important truth. While we cannot turn back time or bring back those we've lost, we can open our hearts to new connections, new experiences, and new friendships. The pain of loss is real, but so is the possibility of rediscovering joy in unexpected places. Building new bridges to connection. Staying socially active is not just about filling time, it's about nurturing the soul. Human connection is as vital as the air we breathe, and even small steps toward meaningful interaction can lift the spirit. 1. Seek out local opportunities. Have you considered joining a senior group in your community? Many local centers offer activities like book clubs, walking groups, and gardening clubs designed specifically to foster connection. Even a simple class, painting, cooking, or learning a new language, can bring together people who share your interests. These small steps toward connection can reignite that feeling of belonging. 2. Embrace technology as a bridge to friendship. If getting out of the house is challenging, technology offers a beautiful alternative. Virtual book clubs, online faith groups, or senior-friendly social media communities can introduce you to like-minded people without the need to leave home. Video calls with old friends, grandchildren, or even new acquaintances can brighten the day in ways you never imagined. 3. Reconnect with old acquaintances. Sometimes, loneliness isn't from a lack of people, it's from a lack of effort to reconnect. Is there someone you haven't spoken to in a while? An old friend, a distant cousin, a neighbor you used to chat with? A simple phone call or a handwritten note can rekindle relationships that may have been dormant for years. 4. Find purpose in giving. One of the most fulfilling ways to combat loneliness is by helping others. Volunteering, whether it's reading to children at a library, assisting at a local food bank, or mentoring younger generations, fills the heart with purpose and brings new people into your life who share your compassion. Honoring the past while embracing the present. Loss is a wound that never fully heals, but it is also a reminder of the love we have been lucky enough to experience. Instead of closing yourself off, honor your lost loved ones by continuing to live fully, embracing new friendships, and creating moments that add warmth to the present. Grief and loneliness do not have to define this stage of life. Connection, laughter, and joy are still within reach, sometimes in the most unexpected places. Have you found ways to stay socially connected? What has helped you navigate the loneliness that comes with aging? Share your thoughts in the comments so we can support and uplift one another in this journey. Red Heart. 7. Declining mobility, the frustrating battle for independence. Eleanor has always cherished her ability to move freely. Whether it was walking through the park on a crisp autumn morning, tending to her vibrant garden, or effortlessly bending down to tie her shoes, mobility was something she never gave a second thought. But lately, something has changed. The simple act of getting up from her favorite chair feels like an effort. Walking around the block leaves her legs aching in a way they never did before. Bending down to pick up a dropped spoon sends a tight, uncomfortable pull through her lower back. When did everything start feeling so difficult? She wonders. Is this just part of getting older? Unfortunately, yes, declining mobility is a reality that many face as they age. Joint stiffness, muscle loss, and reduced flexibility creep in slowly, making everyday tasks feel like uphill battles. It's more than just a minor inconvenience. It's a shift that can impact confidence, independence, and overall well-being. When moving becomes harder, many people naturally start avoiding physical activity, unknowingly speeding up the very decline they fear. It's a cycle that can lead to loss of strength, balance issues, and an increased risk of falls. But here's the good news. You don't have to accept this decline as inevitable. Mobility can be maintained, and even improved, at any age with the right approach. The key is gentle, consistent movement. One of the best ways to keep your body flexible and strong is through daily stretching. Even just a few minutes each morning can help loosen tight muscles, improve circulation, and keep your joints from stiffening. Focus on simple stretches that target the hips, hamstrings, lower back, and shoulders. These areas tend to tighten as we age, limiting mobility. Strength training is equally crucial. You don't need to lift heavy weights or engage in strenuous workouts. Even light resistance exercises using your own body weight can help preserve muscle tone. Stronger muscles mean better balance, improved posture, and a reduced risk of falls. Leg strengthening movements, like seated leg lifts or standing calf raises, can make a world of difference in everyday movements, from walking to standing up with ease. Low-impact activities are another fantastic way to support mobility. Walking remains one of the most effective and accessible forms of exercise, helping to keep joints lubricated while strengthening muscles. Yoga is excellent for both flexibility and stability, while water aerobics offers a gentle yet highly effective way to move without putting pressure on the joints. The most important thing: consistency. You don't need to push yourself to exhaustion. Small, regular efforts are far more beneficial than occasional bursts of intense activity. Start slow, listen to your body, and build up gradually. Over time, these small movements will lead to noticeable improvements, not just in mobility, but in confidence and independence. Aging may bring changes, but it doesn't mean losing control over your body. With the right habits, you can continue to move freely, live actively, and embrace life with strength and grace. What strategies have helped you maintain mobility as you age? Share your experiences in the comments. We're all in this together, and your insight might be exactly what someone else needs to hear. 8. Trouble sleeping when the night feels endless. Eleanor has always cherished her sleep. For years, she took comfort in the simple pleasure of slipping beneath the covers, drifting into a deep, peaceful slumber, and waking up feeling refreshed. But recently, something has changed. The nights feel longer, more restless. She finds herself tossing and turning, staring at the ceiling, listening to the rhythmic ticking of the clock as the hours drag by. And even when she does manage to fall asleep, she wakes up in the middle of the night, sometimes from discomfort, sometimes for no reason at all, only to find that sleep has slipped through her fingers like sand. By morning, she feels drained, as if she fought a silent battle all night long. This struggle isn't unique to Eleanor. Sleep disturbances are one of the most common and frustrating aspects of aging. Hormonal shifts, increased stress, chronic pain, and even changes in brain chemistry can disrupt what was once an effortless process. What used to be a deep, uninterrupted 8-hour rest now feels fragmented, fragile, unpredictable. And the worst part? The exhaustion doesn't just linger in the body, it seeps into the mind. Lack of sleep makes everything harder: concentration, memory, patience, and even emotional resilience. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment number 4 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. But there's hope. Restful sleep isn't a thing of the past, it's still within reach. It just requires a few mindful adjustments. 1. Honor your internal clock. One of the most effective ways to reclaim quality sleep is to establish a consistent routine. Going to bed and waking up at the same time every day, even on weekends, helps regulate your body's natural rhythm. This consistency signals to your brain when it's time to rest, making it easier to fall asleep and stay asleep. 2. Be mindful of stimulants. Eleanor used to enjoy an afternoon cup of coffee, but now, even a small amount of caffeine too late in the day can disrupt her sleep. Caffeine lingers in the system for hours, making it harder to unwind. If you're struggling with sleep, consider cutting off caffeine by early afternoon and opting for soothing alternatives like herbal tea. 3. Create a pre-sleep ritual. Stress and an overactive mind are common culprits of insomnia. That's why intentional relaxation before bed can work wonders. Deep breathing exercises, meditation, light stretching, or even reading a calming book can signal to the body that it's time to slow down. Avoid screens before bedtime. The blue light from phones and TVs suppresses melatonin, the hormone that helps you sleep. Instead, try a warm bath, soft music, or gentle aromatherapy with lavender to create a soothing transition into sleep. 4. Set the stage for sleep. Your bedroom environment matters more than you might think. A room that is too warm, too bright, or too noisy can make restful sleep impossible. Keeping your bedroom cool, dark, and quiet can significantly improve sleep quality. Consider blackout curtains, white noise machines, or a weighted blanket to enhance your sense of comfort and security. 5. Listen to your body. Sometimes, persistent sleep issues are more than just a nuisance. They might indicate an underlying medical condition, such as sleep apnea, restless leg syndrome, or hormonal imbalances. If restless nights become a pattern, don't hesitate to speak with your doctor. There may be solutions or treatments that can help restore your sleep. Eleanor knows that sleep is more than just rest. It's a vital part of well-being, memory, mood, and even longevity. So instead of resigning herself to exhaustion, she's taking action. Because every night of good sleep is another step toward waking up feeling strong, energized, and ready to embrace the day. What about you? Do you have a bedtime ritual that helps you sleep better? Share your tips in the comments. We can all learn from each other and reclaim the rest we deserve. 9. Changes in vision and hearing. Navigating the inevitable with grace and confidence. Eleanor had always taken pride in her sharp senses. She loved the crispness of the morning newspaper, the way the letters stood out in bold contrast against the white pages. She cherished the ability to listen intently to conversations, picking up every nuance, every unspoken emotion in the voices of those around her. But lately, something had shifted. The first signs were subtle, squinting at menus in dimly lit restaurants, holding her phone at arm's length to read messages, missing parts of conversations in noisy cafes. At first, she dismissed it as fatigue, maybe a bad day. But as weeks turned into months, reality set in. Her vision was no longer as sharp, and her hearing no longer as reliable. She found herself struggling to read fine print, even with reading glasses. The once effortless joy of losing herself in a book now felt like a frustrating battle. Conversations in group settings had also changed. If there was background noise, a television, clinking dishes, multiple people talking at once, her ability to follow along faded into a blur. She nodded politely, pretending to understand, but deep down, she felt something she had never experienced before, disconnected. You are not alone. If any of this sounds familiar, you are not alone. Vision and hearing changes are a natural part of aging, yet many people struggle to come to terms with them. It's more than just a physical change. It can feel like a loss of independence, a reminder that time is moving forward, whether we're ready or not. But here's the good news. These challenges don't have to define you. There are countless ways to adapt, regain confidence, and continue living fully engaged in the world around you. How to manage vision and hearing changes with confidence. Small blue diamonds stay proactive with regular checkups. The first and most important step is to stay on top of your eye and hearing health. Regular exams help catch potential problems early, before they worsen. An updated glasses prescription or hearing assessment can make a world of difference. Don't wait until frustration sets in. Take action now. Small blue diamond upgrade your glasses or consider magnification tools. If small print feels impossible to read, updating your glasses prescription can significantly help. You might also consider magnifying devices, large print books, or e-readers with adjustable text sizes. These small adjustments can make reading enjoyable again instead of a strain. Small blue diamond improve lighting and reduce glare. Dim lighting and glare can make weak vision even more challenging. Make sure your home is well lit, especially in areas where you read or do detailed tasks. Soft, warm light reduces strain, while anti-glare screens can improve clarity when using digital devices. Small blue diamond consider hearing aids or assistive devices. If you're struggling to hear conversations, you don't have to suffer in silence. Modern hearing aids are smaller, more effective, and more discreet than ever before. There's no shame in using a tool that keeps you connected to the people you love. Small blue diamond reduce background noise when possible. If noisy environments make it difficult to hear, try positioning yourself in quieter areas, facing the speaker directly, and asking loved ones to speak clearly without shouting. Simple adjustments like these can make social interactions more enjoyable and less exhausting. Small blue diamond advocate for yourself. If you're having trouble hearing or seeing clearly, don't hesitate to let others know. There's no need to feel embarrassed. your well-being matters. Most people are happy to accommodate, whether it's speaking a little louder, moving to a quieter area, or adjusting the font size on a shared screen. Embracing support, not stigma. One of the biggest challenges many people face isn't the vision or hearing loss itself. It's the stigma of using assistive devices. There's often a reluctance to wear hearing aids or stronger glasses, as if doing so is an admission of weakness. But the reality is quite the opposite. Embracing these tools is a sign of strength. Think of it this way: if you needed crutches after a fall, you wouldn't hesitate to use them. If you had a cold, you wouldn't refuse medicine out of pride. Taking care of your senses is no different. These devices aren't taking anything away from you. They're helping you hold on to everything you love. Your experience matters. Have you noticed changes in your vision or hearing? How have you adapted? Your story could help someone else facing the same challenge. Share your thoughts in the comments. Let's support each other in navigating these changes with grace, confidence, and resilience. 10. When every season feels extreme, coping with increased sensitivity to temperature. Eleanor once delighted in the changing seasons, the golden warmth of summer days, the crisp bite of winter air, the gentle embrace of spring breezes. But now, something has changed. What once felt invigorating has become overwhelming. The summer heat, which she used to bask in with pleasure, now leaves her dizzy and drenched in sweat. The winter cold, which she once found refreshing, now seeps into her bones, leaving her shivering no matter how many layers she wears. This newfound sensitivity to temperature isn't just uncomfortable, it's frustrating. It's disheartening to feel out of sync with the weather, to struggle with something that once felt so natural. But Eleanor is not alone in this experience. Many older adults notice their bodies reacting differently to heat and cold as they age. The body's natural ability to regulate temperature weakens over time, making it harder to maintain balance in extreme weather. The same summer sun that once felt like a gentle warmth now feels like an oppressive force, and the same winter wind that once carried a sense of renewal now chills the soul. Why does this happen? As we grow older, our bodies undergo subtle yet significant changes that affect how we handle temperature. Metabolism slows down, leading to reduced heat production. Circulation weakens, making it harder for the body to distribute warmth evenly. The skin thins, offering less insulation against cold air, and sweat glands become less efficient, making it more difficult to cool down in hot weather. These changes can make even mild temperature shifts feel extreme, turning once enjoyable days into physical challenges. How to stay comfortable year-round. Though these changes can be frustrating, there are ways to adapt and regain control over your comfort. Small adjustments to daily habits can make a big difference. 1. Dress smart. Layers are your best friend. Instead of wearing a single heavy sweater or thick coat in winter, layer your clothing. Start with a moisture-wicking base layer to keep sweat from making you feel cold. Then add warm but breathable fabrics like fleece or wool. In the summer, opt for loose, lightweight clothing made of cotton or linen, which allow airflow and help wick away moisture. A wide-brimmed hat in summer or a snug beanie in winter can make a surprising difference in keeping your body temperature stable. 2. Create a temperature-friendly home. Your home should be a place of comfort, not another battle against the elements. In the winter, use heated blankets, heating pads, and warm socks to keep your body temperature stable, even if the room feels cold. In the summer, use fans, keep blinds closed during peak heat hours, and stay hydrated to prevent overheating. A small humidifier in winter can help prevent dry air from making the cold feel even harsher. 3. Time your outdoor activities wisely. If extreme temperatures make you feel unwell, be mindful of when you step outside. In the summer, avoid going out during the hottest hours of the day, usually between 11 a.m. and 3 p.m., and try to run errands or take walks in the early morning or late evening when it's cooler. In the winter, bundle up and avoid prolonged exposure to freezing temperatures, especially if it's windy or damp. 4. Stay hydrated and nourished. Dehydration makes temperature sensitivity worse. In summer, Drinking plenty of water helps your body regulate heat, while in winter, warm teas and soups can help maintain body temperature. Avoid excessive caffeine and alcohol, which can dehydrate you and make your body temperature fluctuate even more. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment number 5 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. 5. Listen to your body and take it seriously. Sudden chills, dizziness, excessive sweating, or extreme fatigue in response to temperature changes may be signs that your body is struggling to regulate itself. Don't ignore these signals. Adjust your environment, drink water, or rest when needed. If temperature sensitivity is severe, talk to a doctor, as it could indicate an underlying issue such as thyroid problems, circulation issues, or medication side effects. Embracing change with awareness and adaptation. The seasons will always shift, the temperatures will always rise and fall, but you don't have to suffer through the extremes. By making thoughtful adjustments, you can stay comfortable and continue enjoying life, no matter the weather. Have you noticed yourself becoming more sensitive to temperature? What tips have helped you stay comfortable? Share your experiences in the comments below. Your insights might help someone else find relief. 11. Increased irritability or mood swings. Understanding the emotional shifts of aging. Eleanor used to be the kind of person who could brush off life's little inconveniences with a smile. A late package. No big deal. A last-minute cancelled appointment. Frustrating, but nothing worth dwelling on. But lately, something has shifted. Now, when things don't go as planned, irritation bubbles up faster than she ever remembers. The sound of a barking dog in the morning, a slow cashier at the grocery store, or even misplacing her reading glasses can send a wave of frustration through her. She catches herself snapping at loved ones over minor things, and later, she regrets it. Why am I feeling this way? I never used to be like this. The unpredictability of her own emotions is confusing, and at times, exhausting. The truth is, she's not alone. Many people experience increased irritability as they age, and there's a real physiological reason behind it. Hormonal changes, shifts in brain chemistry, accumulated stress, and even underlying health conditions can all contribute to heightened emotions. Sleep disturbances, chronic pain, and the growing frustration of adapting to life's inevitable changes can make it harder to stay calm in the face of daily annoyances. But here's the encouraging news. Irritability doesn't have to control you. With the right strategies, you can regain emotional balance and approach life's challenges with greater patience and perspective. How to manage irritability and find emotional balance. 1. The power of deep breathing. When irritation starts creeping in, one of the simplest yet most effective techniques is intentional breathing. The moment you feel frustration rising, take a deep breath in through your nose, hold it for a few seconds, and exhale slowly. This technique calms the nervous system, slows the heart rate, and brings you back to the present moment before your emotions escalate. Even just a few deep breaths can make a noticeable difference in how you respond to stress. 2. Practicing mindfulness, a path to inner peace. Mindfulness isn't just a trendy concept. It's a proven way to cultivate emotional stability. Set aside a few minutes each day to check in with yourself. Ask, what am I feeling right now? Why might I be feeling this way? Often, simply acknowledging emotions without judgment can prevent them from spiraling out of control. Mindfulness also teaches you to pause before reacting. Instead of snapping in frustration, take a moment to observe the feeling and let it pass. Over time, this practice helps you respond to situations with more patience and clarity. 3. Gratitude, the mindset shift that changes everything. When life feels frustrating, it's easy to focus on what's wrong. But what if you trained your brain to focus on what's right? Each morning or evening, take a moment to write down a few things you're grateful for. It could be as simple as a kind gesture from a stranger, a delicious home-cooked meal, or the warmth of the sun on your skin. By consistently practicing gratitude, you retrain your mind to look for the positive rather than dwelling on irritations. Over time, This shift in perspective makes it easier to let go of minor frustrations and embrace life with a lighter heart. 4. Physical activity, releasing built-up tension. Pent-up frustration often manifests physically: tight shoulders, clenched jaws, or restless energy. One of the best ways to release this tension is through movement. A brisk walk, gentle stretching, or even dancing to your favorite music can work wonders in shifting your mood. Physical activity triggers the release of endorphins, the body's natural stress relievers, helping to replace irritability with a sense of calm and well-being. 5. Prioritizing rest and self-care. Fatigue and irritability go hand in hand. Poor sleep, chronic stress, or not taking enough time for yourself can make you more prone to mood swings. Prioritizing rest, setting boundaries, and engaging in activities that bring you joy, whether it's reading, painting, or simply sitting in silence, can help restore emotional balance. You are not alone. Aging brings emotional changes, but it doesn't mean you have to live at the mercy of irritability. By practicing mindfulness, deep breathing, movement, and gratitude, you can regain control over your emotions and cultivate a sense of peace. Have you noticed shifts in your temperament as you age? What strategies help you stay calm and centered? Share your experiences in the comments below. Your words might be just the encouragement someone else needs. 12. The challenge of losing independence, a new perspective on strength. Eleanor has always been a woman of unwavering strength. Fiercely independent, resilient, and capable, she has spent her life managing everything on her own, running errands, cooking meals, keeping her home in order, and tackling everyday responsibilities without hesitation. She's never been one to rely on others. If something needed to be done, she did it. But lately, something has shifted. The bags of groceries feel heavier. The stairs seem steeper. The household tasks that once felt effortless now drain her energy in ways they never did before. And the most difficult part, asking for help. She never imagined a time would come when she would struggle with simple tasks, when reaching for the top shelf or carrying a basket of laundry would require more effort than she wanted to admit. Every time someone offers to assist her, a quiet battle wages within her, a mix of gratitude and resistance. Accepting help feels like surrender, a painful acknowledgement that she can't do everything on her own anymore. And that thought alone is enough to bring a lump to her throat. But is it really surrender? Or is it wisdom? Losing some independence is one of the most difficult realities of aging, but it doesn't have to be a loss in the way we often perceive it. What if asking for help wasn't a weakness, but a strength? A sign of self-awareness, an act of courage, a decision to embrace life with more ease and grace rather than exhausting oneself with burdens that could be shared. Letting go of certain responsibilities doesn't mean letting go of control. In fact, it can be an act of self-care, a way of preserving energy for the things that truly bring joy. Instead of struggling through painful, exhausting tasks, Eleanor is learning to shift her focus to what matters most. Spending time with loved ones, engaging in hobbies she enjoys, and finding peace in the present moment. There are many ways to adapt while still maintaining a sense of independence. Heavy checkmark enlisting a trusted friend or family member to assist with errands or home maintenance. Heavy checkmark hiring help for household tasks that have become physically demanding. Heavy checkmark utilizing mobility aids or tools designed to make daily activities easier. Heavy checkmark joining community groups where mutual support and companionship can make life more enriching. It's a mindset shift, from seeing help as a loss to seeing it as a way to gain more freedom in a different way. Instead of using all of her energy on the struggles of the day-to-day, Eleanor can now channel it into the things that bring her happiness. So if you find yourself at this crossroad, wondering how to hold on to independence while accepting the help you need, know this: you are not alone. We are all walking this journey together, learning, adjusting, and growing with each new chapter of life. Have you faced this challenge? How have you handled the transition to accepting help? Share your story in the comments. We can all uplift and support each other through this journey. Blue Heart. Aging doesn't have to feel like a battle. It's a journey, and the way we navigate it makes all the difference. Today, we've uncovered the hidden struggles that many face in their later years: memory lapses, sudden fatigue, unexpected weight gain, difficulty concentrating, mood swings, and even the emotional weight of losing friends or independence. But more importantly, we've explored practical, science-backed ways to overcome these challenges and take back control of your health, energy, and happiness. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What's one thing you've learned today that you'll bring into your daily life? Maybe it's a small change, like drinking more water, taking intentional breaks, or practicing gratitude. Or perhaps it's a shift in mindset, letting go of guilt when asking for help or embracing new ways to strengthen your memory. Whatever it is, share your thoughts in the comments below. Your insight could inspire and encourage someone else on this journey. If you enjoyed this video, please take a moment to leave a comment, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Your support helps us continue creating valuable content to help you live a healthier, happier, and more fulfilling life. Thank you for watching, and remember, aging is not about what you lose, but about everything you continue to gain. Stay strong, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next video.